Okay, hello. We are going to do a video about the musical alphabet. It's very basic music information that I don't think everybody has. If you do have it, then you can use this as a review, or maybe you could skip it. Um, I don't know if you'll be able to follow along up here as well as I would like you to, but there is a link in the Canvas page that has this video to an article about this topic, and it has a little keyboard actually with the alphabet on it. So you might want to click pause and then go click on that so you can follow along there as well. Okay, so the musical alphabet is literally the ABCs of music. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And you probably know that these letters correspond with notes on instruments. We're going to use the keyboard because it's a good visual. And we will actually have a unit on the keyboard in a couple of weeks. And so we'll have a basis for that when we get there. Okay, so this is the easy part. C, D, E. I always like to say to the left of the two black keys on a keyboard is the C. Okay, and then to the left of the three black keys is the F. And this pattern is all across all 88 keys of any keyboard or any piano. And then some keyboards have shorter numbers of keys. But the pattern remains the same. So then we'll just finish this. G, A, and then we start over. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay? So we just go A to G. It's that simple. They correspond to some notes on the keyboard. And then the tricky part comes in is when we want to label these black keys. Okay? So we'll get over this later, but if we go a whole step is what it's called. That is, if we skip a key, that's called a whole step. We can go from C to D, but then there's a half step in between, and what do we call that? Well, it can be a little confusing, but we can call it, if we're going up from C, then we would call it C sharp. If we're going down from D, we would call that D flat. And so this black key has two names, okay? And we want to know that that is called an let me spell it right, harmonic spelling. And all that means is that there's multiple names for the same note, okay? And so we can repeat this process. So going up from D would be D sharp, or going down from E would be E flat. Okay? All right. So hopefully you kind of are getting sharps and flats here. That would be the same here. So we could have G sharp and A flat, or F sharp and G flat, and so on. So that's good. The only other thing I want you to notice for now, for the musical alphabet, is that there are half steps in between E and F and B and C. So between all the other notes, we're going to have a whole step or a black key in between them. But between E and F and B and C, there are no black keys. They go straight to the next letter name. Some students get confused, but you could have an E sharp. If I said E sharp, the inharmonic spelling is F. So E sharp and F are the same thing. I could go back the other way. So F flat and E are also the same. And we could do the same with B and C. Okay? I wanted to make a video of the basics of the musical alphabet. We just go from A to G, and then we repeat. There are half steps in between E's and F's and B's and C's. And then when we get to the black keys, we have, if we're going up, this is general, we tend to call it a sharp, so C sharp, or if we're coming down, D flat. And multiple names for one key or note is called an inharmonic spelling. And this works on other instruments besides the piano, but again, the piano is just an easy way to show it. Okay, if you have any questions about this, shoot me an email, stop by my office, and we will get you straightened out. And I believe that will conclude this particular video.